Imagine waking up a year from now, opening your banking app and seeing right there on the home screen an extra $10,000. Clean, yours, ready to be used however you want. Sounds like a distant dream, doesn't it? Especially if you feel like you can barely make it through the month with any money left over. And I get it. A lot of people believe that to hit that target, you need to work 3 jobs, start a $1 million business, or get a massive raise. But what if I told you that saving $10,000 in just 12 months is totally possible, without changing your job and without sacrificing your quality of life? If you've tried saving before and failed, or if you just feel like there's never enough left at the end of the month, stick with me, because today you're going to discover what really prevents people from saving. And more importantly, how to turn this around starting this year. The truth is, the financial system we live in is almost designed to make it hard for us to save money. Banks, shopping apps, marketing, everything around us is engineered to make us spend. Without even realizing it, we are constantly bombarded with stimuli. That extra coffee at the mall, the unmissable sale on something you didn't even know you needed, the streaming subscription that auto-renews without you noticing. It's a silent but brutal cycle. According to the Federal Reserve, 40% of Americans wouldn't be able to cover a $400 emergency without going into debt. If these small expenses aren't controlled, how can you expect to build a 5-figure savings? It seems unfair, but the good news is that those who understand how the system works can use it to their advantage, and that's exactly what you are going to learn today. A survey conducted by Go Banking Rates revealed that 57% of people have less than $1,000 in savings. This shows the problem isn't just about salary, but a lack of strategy. For example, I came across the story of Amanda, a teacher earning a basic salary, who managed to save over $12,000 in just 14 months by applying simple financial organization techniques. She didn't change jobs, didn't win the lottery, and didn't sell anything. She simply changed how she handled her money day to day. And the best part, you can do it too, and you'll see that starting is much easier than it looks. Now let me ask you a direct question. Have you ever stopped to calculate how much you spend without realizing it on small things throughout the month? You might think it's just a little, but when you put it on paper, the numbers are shocking. Imagine you spend $5 a day on something unnecessary. A coffee, a snack, some random treat. That's $35 a week, $150 a month, $800 a year. Just like that, your money is gone without you noticing. And that's just one small example. These invisible leaks are the biggest enemies of anyone trying to save. They're sneaky because they're small and seem harmless, but when accumulated, they do massive damage. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that controlling only big expenses, like rent, school, car payments, is enough. But it is like trying to fill a bucket with holes. No matter how much water you pour in, it will never fill up unless you patch the leaks. I personally know the story of Carlos, a delivery worker earning just above minimum wage who never managed to save anything. Until one day, he decided to do what few do. He wrote down every single expense, even that little coffee at the bakery. He discovered he was spending $250 a month just on small snacks and random stuff. By cutting just half of that, he started saving $125 a month. That's $1,500 in a year. And he didn't even miss it. Small changes create huge impacts when done consistently. But of course, just cutting expenses isn't enough. You need a practical strategy to transform small savings into a true money-accumulating machine. And this is where one of the most powerful techniques comes in: micro goals. You've probably heard the saying, "How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time." That's exactly how you build a $10,000 savings account. Instead of thinking about the entire amount, which can be overwhelming, you break it into small, manageable parts. Want to see how much easier it gets? To save $10,000 in 1 year, you need to set aside about $27.40 per day. Does that sound like a lot? Then look at it differently. About $192 per week. Still too much? No problem. Break it down to $100 a week and extend your plan by a few months. The important thing is seeing the goal in small, achievable pieces, not as an insurmountable mountain. And for this to work, practice is more important than theory. One excellent strategy is to automate your savings. Instead of relying on your willpower, which is limited, use tools that do the work for you. Apps like Acorns, Digit, and Capital help you save money without even realizing it. You set them up to round up your purchases and transfer the difference automatically into a savings account. You spent $7.50 on a coffee. They round it up to $8 and transfer $0.50 into your invisible savings account. It may seem like a small amount, but over time these tiny differences add up to thousands of dollars without changing anything significant in your lifestyle. And it gets even better. You can program these apps to transfer a fixed amount every time you spend on certain categories like fast food or online shopping. So every time you indulge yourself, you're also contributing to your savings goal. It's like setting a responsibility tax on yourself. And here's the beauty. The less you spend, the less you need to transfer. A win-win situation. Now let's take a practical look at how to set up your $10,000 map. Grab a piece of paper and write this down. Audit your current expenses for 30 days. Eliminate every invisible leak you can find. Set a weekly micro goal for savings. Automate your transfers to avoid relying on willpower. Review your progress every 30 days and adjust as needed. Remember, consistency always beats intensity. You don't need to make huge sacrifices. You need to make small adjustments every single day. Want a bonus tip? Consider creating simple extra income streams to speed up the process. You can sell unused items, do quick freelance gigs online, participate in paid surveys, or even offer tutoring sessions. Any extra money you earn, funnel it directly into your $10,000 goal. This kind of proactive attitude creates a positive domino effect in your financial life. You start seeing opportunities where you used to see problems. Now imagine how different your life will be a year from today with that money sitting safely in your bank account, a cushion for emergencies, a dream vacation, an investment in your future. All of that begins with one decision, starting today. Don't wait for next Monday, the next month, the next year. Every day you delay is another day further away from your financial freedom. And now that you know the path, the choice is entirely yours. Time will pass anyway. The only question is, do you want to look back and regret not starting, or do you want to celebrate the victory of having achieved your freedom? If this content helped you in any way, leave your like, subscribe to the channel Unfiltered Truth Financial Report, and share this video with someone who also needs to change their financial story. Together, we'll build a freer, more prosperous, and more conscious future. Let's go.